Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am here with another self-care checkup reading for you all. I hope everyone is doing well. From my understanding, there has been a lot that has been going on, whether it was locally, nationally and globally. And I just want to be able to see where the collective is at, meaning you all, when it comes to your energy right now. So we're gonna go right on into it, and I hope you like it, and let's get down to the business. So as stated before in the previous video of how this self-care checkup works, is that it starts from the top and then it will go from this card to 4, 5, and 6. So, and then this card came out along with the Ace of Pentacles card. So it may also be for other individuals that are in this King of Cups energy right now. So yeah, let's get on right into it, because I pulled these cards during the full moon. So I meditated over the energy, as well as gaining all of the energy from the previous lunar full moon, the beaver moon that happened Friday. So yeah, let's get on right into it. So the first card that pulled out for me was the Ace of Pentacles, as you can see, and this is the current state of the mind of the collective. So I asked, where was the current state of the collective? Where is everyone's head at right now? And it came out the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, meaning there is a delay of abundance going on. And if it was an upright, people will be getting the abundance, the fulfillment, the stability that they have, endured. But due to the fact it is in reverse, it is falling out of people's hand. Depletion, whether it's depletion of funds, or the delay of funds, or just a delay of abundance in general. And I mean, we're coming up into the Christmas holidays, where everybody's going out Black Friday shopping, or it's just too expensive to be able to have the particular gifts that people are asking for this time around for Christmas. So with this being in reverse, it's really putting people into a whole nother perspective of how they should celebrate the holidays around this time. So yeah, that is what is the state of the collective right now. That's where everyone's head is at right now. The unknown is going on, and people are either still searching for jobs or still fighting for the equality of wages that they deserve, or what they feel that they deserve, or feel that you all deserve, to be able to sustain the stability of your well-being for yourself and your family as well. So for the self-care that is tailored to this card, is to list all the things that you want to manifest, and then on one column, and then on the other column of your piece of paper, you write a parallel list of all the desires behind each of those manifestations that you put in the previous column. And the affirmation that is tailored towards the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and I mean, it just goes for the card overall, whether it's reverse or upright, is I manifest everything I desire with ease. So if you feel like you're in this energy right now, then just go ahead and grab a pen and paper and just list all the things that you want to manifest. Like I said, we're coming towards the end of the year, and it is the right time to get yourself prepared for the next year. And because next year is the year 6, meaning that is going to be focused on your health, balance, routine. So yes, please get it. It's time to get serious now, because we're in the times of transitioning. So it's more important than ever to have your routine established on whether you want to move forward or, reconcile and all those sorts of things. All right. On to the next card. Card number 2 is the self-care strategy. And this tailors to how does the collective interest, how do the collective's interest self-care through the lens of this card. So, as you can see, it is the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. And as I was pulling these cards and asking these questions for the collective as well as myself, because I do follow in the collective, that, it's a lot of reversal going on. It's a lot of shift and reversal going on. So, but luckily, the end of the card, the last card of this particular spread is upright. So there is hope whenever I get through dissecting this whole entire pyramid, this spread of self-care. So yes, back to the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. The 8 of Pentacles in reverse is meaning burnout, overworked, being undervalued, which is very understood when it comes to being in the workforce and you're trying to do what you can to make a living for your family. So with that being said, that's what everyone is going. That's the energy that everyone is going through right now. That's the self-care strategy. However, once you're in this predicament here, the self-care that is tailored to this card is to learn to do something creative that is mindless, like knitting. Of course, you can YouTube video on any craft that you feel like it's not too much work to do. It's almost like a reliever. Like, for instance, with me, a reliever for me, once I'm in the overworked, burnt out stage, besides resting, another thing that I get into is, drawing or free writing or painting something, whether it's intentional or not, whether it's abstract or concrete, just something mindless to have you wash away all the burnout energy and just put your mind back at ease. So yes, feel free to look up some creative activities that are mindless and they're not hard to do, or it doesn't take so much of your so much intellect. So an activity that you can get lost into, those sorts of things. So, and the affirmation that goes along with this message is, when I work hard on what I believe in, I help bring heaven down to earth. And let me read it again. When I work hard on what I believe in, I help bring heaven down to earth. So that is the affirmation tailored towards the 8 of Pentacles. Now, next on the third card. The third card is representing what might be stopping you. Excuse me. Any blockages that is stopping you from doing what you would like to do or what your heart desires. And so, of course, it comes out with the Chariot card in reverse, and this is considered a major arcana card. And ironically, it's in the third card out of the 6 card spread. So this is more like the midpoint, your climax area, some a hurdle that you need to get over in order to be able to get where you would like to be. And the Chariot card, it stands for inability to move forward and stagnation when it's in reverse. Now, if it was in the upright position, it'll be momentum going on, moving forward, moving along the journey. But due to the fact that it's in the reverse, it's some stagnation going on. So as a collective, what is stopping you? What is holding you back from taking that next step forward? Because right now, the collective is in the stagnation mode. We want to be able to, figure out what is going on to be able to move forward. That way we can be able to have the life that we want to be in fulfillment with. So the self-care for the Chariot card, whether it's in reverse or in upright position, is to go barefoot for a while. Outside, plant your feet, feel the earth, feel all the naturalness, and imagine yourself being grounded and channeling in, grounding yourself and planting yourself and knowing that you are okay and safe. Because right now with the water carrying on down here, there's some emotion going on, and the Chariot is also associated with the moon and Cancer, which is secrets and emotion going on and those sorts of things. So yes, please keep that in mind. Please keep that in mind when you are in the stagnation mode. And also with the Chariot being the number 7 and the major arcana, it stands for personal growth and planning and assessing. So yes, we need to assess the problem before we begin to move forward. And Cancer, the Cancer zodiac sign is affiliated with nurturing and protection, being protective, intuitive, all those sorts of things. And of course you can see the moon right here that this individual is holding, and just want to channel in nurturing, and notice that it is holding, the person in this image is holding it towards their heart. So and also the cancer could be affiliated with your heart as well. However, you want to be able to channel in what you can nurture within yourself. That way you could be able to show up and show out for the others. So the self-care for card number 3, the Chariot card, is to go barefoot for a while and feel the earth, and pay attention to the surroundings around you and stuff like that. And also the affirmation for this Chariot card as well is, I am in control of my own destiny and my purpose is divine. So please tailor, channel, figure out what is holding you back, keeping you in stagnation mode. That way you can be able to move forward on your journey. Now, let's go on to the 4th card. We're almost done, y'all. The 4th card is also a reversal card. This is the Queen of Swords, as you can see. And once I turn it upright, you see the individual is on her throne, and she's wearing the color orange. And the color orange is associated with enthusiasm, encouragement, success. And then you also see the clouds that are blue In the sky, blue can represent the trust, the loyalty, knowledge, all those sorts of things, spirituality. And then you have the sun, the yellow sun, the joy. She's finding the joy within, sitting on her throne. And however, it's in reverse. When it's in reverse, it's in defensive mode. So and you're not taken so kindly with criticism when you're in this state as well. So in order to get over that, you have to be able to focus on making decisions and also looking at things from a logical perspective, instead of just going full force with impulsive action and emotion. You don't want to do that. You definitely don't want to do that when you're in stagnation mode. You're being impulsive and you're being defensive and can't take criticism. No, you don't want to do that when you're in this stage as well. So also within this picture as well, with the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords is also in correlations with the water and the air. So water signifies the Queen's connection of love, and then love and emotion, while her place in the suit of swords connects her to the air, which represents communication and wisdom. So when you're in the reversal mode, you want to make sure you are thinking logically, you're making decisions logically, acting discernment, all those sorts of things. Because if you're not going accordingly in this particular energy where you're focused and you're making decisions based on logic and wisdom instead of being in an impulsive in action, then it's gonna flip like this in a quickness. So the self-care for the Queen of Swords card is tapping. Look it up. Google tapping. It's formerly known as Emotional Freedom Technique, EFT. And this consists of, it's a psychology meets acupuncture practice. And it helps to relieve anxiety, release judgment card, and, just give you that reassurance that everything is going to be all right in the end. Because everybody is in the unknown state right now. Everybody's just trying to figure out how they can maneuver around situations and still be able to live abundantly at the same time. And the affirmation for this particular card, the Queen of Swords card, is my commitment to justice and truth means I'll never play small again. So, yeah, don't settle. Don't settle for less. Keep your standards, and be logical about your decisions and move with discernment and wisdom and grace at the same time. All right, so the fifth card is another reversal card. I know y'all looking at this spread like, girl, what is the tea? Everything is in reversal, but everything except for the last card may be in reversal. However, it's calling things out. It's calling things out, and you either going to work on it or you're just gonna avoid it and keep being in that stagnation mode. So it's best to it's best to face your fears and then move forward along your journey than just keep living under a rock. All right, so the fifth card is the Six of Wands in reverse. And if it was in the upright position, you'll be in victory mode. And however, you see, hence all the this individual is, is celebrating with this yellow ribbon right here, yellow color. When it comes to archetypes, it means like joy and excuse me, joy, enlightenment, and intellect and stuff like that. However, it's in the reverse though. When this card is in reverse, there is some slight jealousy going on with the yellow association with that ribbon. And this is also delay of success as well. And the fifth card is representing what possibilities will open up for us once we address our personal blockages that might be preventing us to love more, whether it's ourselves or other individuals. But mainly, like I said, this is a self-care reading, so we're tailoring it towards ourselves. What are the possibilities? So due to the fact that this card is in reverse, it's delaying any success that's going on. Hence, that's why the first card is dealing with the delay of abundance, because there's stagnation, and then there's also defensiveness that's going on, and then you have you also have you have overwork, and then you have defensiveness with this card, and then now you're coming up with this card, which is delaying your success. And the number 6 is affiliating with balance and harmony when it comes to the number 6, hence this being the 6 of Swords card. And we gotta be able to find that common ground, whether you agree with something or disagree or being indifferent. That way you can be able to flip this card around and have victory in the end. But right now, there is no victory right now. There's some sort of injustice, and whether it's within yourself or the surroundings you are in, whether it's locally, statewide, nationally, globally. I mean, there's a delay of success happening right now. So the self-care that you can do in order to keep it in the upright position is to dispute and heal. Have a come to Jesus moment with not only yourself, but the individuals that you are affected by. And y'all just go ahead and say, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Those simple things. Don't be saying, I'm sorry, but. No, there's no buts when you're saying I'm sorry. You just say, I'm sorry, and can you forgive me? Please forgive me. And then once you're being forgiven, you just say thank you. And if not, you just say thank you. I understand. It takes time. It takes time to heal. So, yes, dispute those problems, those issues that's going on, and then come to a common ground and start. And that'll be the start of the healing process. Simple phrases. Just saying those simple phrases is doing justice to your inner child, and also the person in your life as well. So write those phrases down. If you don't want to do it with that person right now, that individual right now, write it down. I mean, that's the last resort. If you're not able to speak it, far as like speak your truth, working on that throat chakra, write it down. Write those phrases down. Do the visualization exercise with your inner child and the individuals that you're affected by, and then that will be your way of disputing and healing. And while you're doing that, you can say the affirmation alongside with the Six of Wands in reverse is, I bow to my past and glaze lovingly towards my future. I'm going to say that again. I bow to my past and gaze lovingly towards my future, because and that's the end of that quote. And the reason why I say that, well, also the reason why the affirmation says that, is because don't let your past define you. You can't let your past define you. You can only, forgive what has happened in the past and move forward. That caused that stagnation right there. And also being defensive about what has happened in that past. And the overwork, being burnt out of just trying to be in control, and you can't do that. Once the situation has fell into your hands like that, the best way you can do to handle that situation is to forgive yourself, forgive the others, whether they're present or not, and start that inner work, that inner child work, shadow work, and progress and take those baby steps. You can always start over. It don't matter what day, time, hour. It's up to you. There's always, anytime there is a new day, anytime the sun rises and you get up and you take that first breath or take that first stretch, that's a whole nother beginning. So it's up to you to make that beginning. Okay, I'm going in a tangent. So let's move forward to this last card. This last card is, when it comes to the self-care, is how the collective will thrive. How will you thrive? And that is with inspiration and creativity. Hence, the hand is coming from the clouds. So that is the hand coming from the divine. And with the nails painted green, that is a pretty emerald green right there. But the green color being associated with archetypes is the growth, harmony, freshness, fertility, hope, and all those sorts of things. And then you have the sun shining bright on it too, so it gives you some enlightenment as well. And with the wands, excuse me, with the wands card, it's some swift action. So so what you want to do with this, the association with the wands is dealing with fire, so it's dealing with action and leadership, as I said it before. And the water, being associated with this card as well, is water is dealing with love and emotion. So passion, inspiration, creativity, all those sorts of things. You want to be able to tap into that. And the self-care for this particular card is the Kundalini Yoga, the breath of fire. And with that particular yoga session or practice, yeah, that's the right word. That particular yoga practice, that helps activate your solar plexus, which deals with your confidence, your self-esteem, your inner power, all those sorts of things. So when you feel like you want to embark on the Kundalini yoga, just and if you like it, just add that into your routine. Just as simple as that. If you don't like it, of course it's going to take some time. And you don't have to do it, but it's just something that you can consider when it comes to the Ace of Wands popping out within your readings or in some sort. And when you feel like you need some inspiration or creativity, the Kundalini Yoga is an outlet that you can embark on to get that self-confidence, the self-esteem, and the inner power. Your inner power activated. Get your solar plexus activated. And then lastly, the affirmation associated with the Ace of Wands card is, I fully commit to make my passions a reality now. So yes, that'll be and that concludes this part. Now, with the King of Cups falling out along with this card, it can go with individuals that are in this particular state. The King of Cups represents emotional stability and empathy. The fire action, the fireness of the individual comes from action and leadership. And then you have the water flow down here with love and emotion. So even though you can still be in leadership and have some sort of empathy for others. But the self-care for this particular card is write some poetry. Free write it. It don't have to rhyme. And if you can tailor it towards self-love, self-care, go have at it. And then the affirmation for the King of Cups card is, I inspire others with my own heart and altruism. I hope I pronounced that right. But this card right here is for individuals that feel like they are in this state when it comes to the self-care of this spread here is emotional stability and empathy. Now, as I went further along the card to conclude this reading, I pulled out some self-care cards. And the first one is, don't dim your light. The world needs your unique talents and gifts. And that is to shine brightly. So the shine card came out when it came to the overall self-care. And to clarify it, I have the Sun card, coinky dink. What a coinky dink. And the Sun card reads, a time of great joy and success, brilliant epiphany that leads to magical opportunities, plans that work out perfectly, gratitude to the divine. Of course. So make sure you give the divine, the universe, God, Jehovah, Allah, and whomever you worship, give them gratitude. And then also another card that came out with the other self card is, you have the right to change your mind. As I stated before, you have the right to change your mind. All you have to do is assess it. And this clarifies the third card in that in the self-care deck, the tarot, the Neo Tarot deck that I use here, right here. It clarifies the third card, which was the Chariot in reverse. So this card right here, that clarifies that card. So yes, be sure to reassess. It's okay to start over. And then for some clarity on the reassess card, the moon came out. Hence, as I stated before, it really just solidifies, clarifies the Chariot card in reverse. And it says to listen to your intuition and pay attention to the signs from the divine. Unnecessary work, let go of your fears, revelations that will make everything clear. So that's to clarify everything, the overall energy of self-care. And then lastly, since I pulled the cards during a full moon, since I pulled it out in the full moon, I have the Moonology Manifestation Oracle card for the overall energy, since there were so many reversal cards. But the card that came out, no, let me backtrack. The card that I pulled from the deck, because I spread the deck along the table and I picked one from the pile, and it says, the new moon in Libra, you are love. And when I look into the guidebook that is associated with this, is, let's see, it says, there's new or renewed love energy around you, be it familial, platonic, romantic, or otherwise. Whether you are single or attached, a new personal or professional relationship cycle is starting for you. Open your heart to being loving. The trick is to get involved with people you like or even love, be that on a personal or platonic level. If you want a new friend, you're on the right track. For a work or money question, a new start is highly likely. In love, the sky is the limit now if you react with love. And the manifestation focus for the new moon and Libra card is, this card is especially good for a sign for matters related to a romance, a job interview, or any important relationship. And the manifesting mindset associated with this card as well is to consider the other person in your situation. What are their needs and worries? Get out and meet new people. And the manifesting tips for calling in love is to call on Archangel Jophiel, who reminds us that beautiful thoughts attract beautiful experiences. Call the energy of loving and abundant planet Venus, which guides the sign of Libra. And imagine your perfect day. What would happen and whom would you be with? Really delve into it. Know that if you are manifesting a new relationship, it's crucial that you never step in to interfere with anyone else's free will. And your manifestation affirmation with the new moon and Libra card is, love makes my world go round. And when you can do your manifesting magic, the best time to work on your magic is when the moon is in Libra on Friday or Venus day or during Venus hour. So yeah, that concludes this beautiful reading. You see, even though we had all these reversals and one upright card at the end, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, as long as you reassess and pay attention to the signs that the divine is providing you, and to always know that you are loved. Always know that you're loved by the divine if no one else does. And also love yourself. It's important to love yourself. And as the saying goes, if you can't love yourself, how the heck you gonna love somebody else? In the words of RuPaul. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed this reading. Like I said, and I state this in all videos, it's a timeless reading, so it could have already happened before, or it could happen now, or it can happen in the future. So with that being said, be sure to like the video if you love it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Be sure to hit that notification bell so you can know the next time I upload a video. And we're going to sit back and let the universe do what the universe does. And we're going to continue to move in love and light. And with that being said, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe to the ancestors.